Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're just going to see what comes up for you. So let's dive in, my angels. Let's see what's going on for my Scorpios. I just woke up, so if I'm a little bit croaky, that is why. But I wanted to get these readings done and ready for you so that I don't get behind on my schedule. Anyway, let's see what is going on. I feel like I want to take that, but anything else for Scorpio? Ooh. I always like this card because it's always my timeline leap, which means that you can completely change your life. Wow, and that does make some sense. Okay, so when the not for you card comes in, it could be a little bit of rejection or a little bit of a heads up that maybe the way that things are going right now is just not aligned to the life that you're made for, right? Whether it's just generally speaking or a specific person, it is a little reminder that closed doors are really redirection elsewhere. It's not anything personal to you. It's just something is not aligned to you. You never really know what game's being played and who's running it, and whether it's rigged against you. So it's best not to play that game. The truth be told is like a really good card for the fact that a window of opportunity is opening up for you once you address some sort of truth, right? That maybe the way that things have been going, the way that we've been dealing with our day to day has not been very in alignment. Maybe the people that you have around you, a relationship that you might be in, whatever it is, something is not for you, and that's okay, right? So the truth be told is once we accept that, we can actually launch ourselves into a reality that is in alignment to you. So life can really change based on this truth that's being told during this week. I always say, as you can see, there's much clearer world out there. This is your current reality, and it's like you can completely go into a different one if you take the leap, right? But let's dive into what the rest of the cards have to say. But that's a very interesting and beautiful combo. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. For Scorpio, someone is a cake maker. I can see that. Okay, you have two again. So you have honor your feelings. So yes, I feel like maybe your intuition might be telling you this. Or again, it could be saying it's okay to be upset about something not working out. That's fine. You don't need to be upset about yourself being upset. That's okay. Process your feelings. Allow yourself to sit with it. But also trust your gut, especially with the truth be told. It does feel like there isn't a truth around you. And then you have last quarter moon, which does represent endings, and I feel like it's to do with something here, and it says be proud of yourself. Okay, so even if something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, Spirit really wants you to be proud that you even tried, right? Because not many people do that. So Scorpio, I really want you to make sure that you understand that there is a lot of good things in the fact that you even attempted to do it. Okay, right? Anyways, let's dive into your chakra cards. I wonder if I should just tidy this up just a little bit so I can make some space. Okay, that looks good to me. All right, for Scorpios, 3 cards, energy of the week. What do we got? We got destiny. So that's jumping on top of truth be told. And I really do feel like it is within your destiny to go into this alignment to your dreams and goals or to a different reality, right? But to me, that does feel a little bit like towards the place that you want to go to. Now, for some of you, it could represent the fact that this shift in your life or this change might actually take you to your soulmate, because there is yin and yang here. It just represent soulmates that asked, the heavens to come in this world together. So it could be something there. So you have gossip as well, which of course, don't worry about people's opinions of you, right? Let's see what else. For Scorpio, okay, you got 2 more. So you have perception and impatience, which is interesting. This card says don't get in your own way trying to make things happen before they actually can, right? Allow spirit to work in their timing, because it's always the best timing. But this card does say that there is an energy that maybe you might get in your own way. So perception might be important. A little affirmation is like, I'm always right on time, or everything is always right on time could be a good affirmation for you. That just came to my brain. So maybe it's important for some, because perception here says that you guys might be, especially with impatience, feeling like, you have to do something right now, right here, right now. But I feel like you need to change your perception in order to change this impatience that might be going on within you. Okay. Anyway, let's dive into your tarot. Let's make some more sense of what's going on here. What is the overall energy of this week for Scorpio? Oh, Eight of Swords with what? The Five of Swords. Some of you are a bit stuck up on a rejection or a conflict. Okay, so this is a little bit of a card where you feel like, oh my God, I feel cornered. I don't really know where to go from here. I've got all these problems surrounding me. Maybe multiple rejections, right? Where like if you're applying for a job and right, you feel like you're getting rejected, just remember what that card was saying. You never know what's behind closed doors, which is maybe a good thing, right? Because you might be upset about a job, but it could have had a terrible boss, right? You never really know what you're being protected from. So just trust and understand that when this card comes in, it's for a reason. All right, now if you're stuck up in your head thinking about and ruminating on conflict and defeats too, then no wonder you feel low about yourself. So I feel like coming out of that mindset is going to be very important. Don't worry about people's opinions of you. Don't worry about people who you've had arguments with and what they've said about you, right? Don't take it personally. The Eight of Swords is about getting so stuck up in your head about what's going on around you because it's super scary and unknown and there's a lot of things going on. But coming out your head and actually finding a solution, finding a way to move forward is the best way to go about it. Otherwise, you're going to always be stuck here ruminating or whatever. So just pay attention to that this week. Let's see your energy this week. Energy of Scorpio. Four of Pentacles, that's a holding on, holding back, a little bit of stubbornness. Okay, it could be good for savings. Okay, what's the challenge for the week for Scorpios? The Nine of Pentacles. So that could be about your financial freedom, right? There's a bit of a gap between these two energies, where you are at now and where you want to be, or where Spirit wants you to be. The challenge this week could be about your independence, right? Maybe it's time to, for those of you, if you feel called to it, start working on your own business, working on your finances and your financial skills and management. Nine of Pentacles, about your own freedom and independence. Let's see. Being proud of what you have built so far. All right, what's the advice overall for the week? Four of Swords. Okie dokie. All of a sudden, I'm so itchy on my scalp in your reading. What's going on there? I feel like someone's touching my head. Okay, let's dive in. So I want to look at the Five of Swords a little bit deeper. Temperance, so bring harmony here. Okay, balance this, understand your feelings around it, right? The Temperance is an angel who has the cups, so your feelings around disappointments, it makes some sense with what this card was saying. Honor your feelings, because that's the only way maybe that you're going to be able to let something go and heal from it. Eight of Swords, that was quite quick. The Sun. So the Sun, it feels like an analogy I always like to say, because always whenever I'm on a plane, it just always surprises me how things when you're on the ground, things are so cloudy and gray sometimes, at least when you're in the UK, that when you go on a plane and you go above, you forget that, oh my God, the sun is like shining so bright behind these clouds, and it always is. So it's almost like that's why I'm seeing as an analogy for your headspace, a little bit of a reminder that the sun is always shining. There are always some things that you could be grateful for, happy about, right? There could be some people that you got around you that you feel happy about. There's always like a good a way to find this even when you're going through stress. And this also represents like getting out your head and finding a solution that can make you very happy. So it just feels like once you take the blindfold off, you're going to realize that these problems that are surrounding you are clouds, which represent temporary problems, temporary blockages, and that you can connect to the sun whenever you want to, right? It can be difficult when you're going through some crap, makes sense, right? But it's a little reminder with these cards, because you have major arcana cards, so these are major life lessons for you. Balancing your feelings and emotions, taking a time out where necessary to heal, to understand things, and also to connect back to your sun again. Okay, your happiness, your dreams, your goals, your success, your joy, your inner child if it needs to be. So you can walk away and heal from certain things that might be blocking your own energy. Nine of Pentacles is someone who is completely fine in their own field. They don't need anything. Anything is just kind of a bonus to their energy, because everything that they need is already within them. So that's the energy I get. She's super comfortable, secure in her own energy with what she's built in her life. So that's something for you guys. Right, Four of Pentacles in your energy. Why is this here? Why is Scorpio showing up? That's not bad. I like the Magician, because that represents that you're feeling that you're able to go after certain things. You're feeling like a magician, that you're able to manifest. But Four of Pentacles feels like a blockage. Why is the Four of Pentacles here in Scorpio's energy? What does this represent? Right. Right. So Six of Pentacles and a Ten of Swords tells me that there is a little bit of a need to be lenient, right? Don't hold on to anything, because I do feel like the only way to grow from the Four of Pentacles is release your need to control something or hold on to something. Ten of Swords feels like that needs to be an ending of this kind of stubbornness here, where it's like my way or the highway, because Spirit's saying that's not the way to grow to abundance. You can't grow in the Four of Pentacles. He thinks that he needs to hold on to everything, control everything in order to grow. But if you think about it, if you're running a business, just as an example, right, and you're doing everything on your own, you have a limited amount of time. But if you start delegating and hiring people, then you have more time to do more, whilst other people are still doing the foundations. Like, that's growth. So I don't know how that can also relate to other areas. You guys let me know your analogies, but it just feels a little bit like that's a bit of a metaphor for what you might be doing right now. You might feel in control and powerful here, but this is not true abundance or growth in any way. So Ten of Swords, we might need to let go whatever we're holding on to. Six of Pentacles is about focusing on who you give your time and energy to, right? Some of you could be a bit afraid of opening up or making new friends because you're worried about people's opinions of you, or could be just holding on to certain things. Ten of Swords says that way is not working. All right, and that could be the not for you. You need to start paying attention to where you put your time and energy so you can manifest growth, right? 4 to the 6 to the 8 and the world, new beginnings, a new energy, and actually an increase in finances, an increase in your work, your skills, your abilities. Ace of Pentacles are definitely a new foundation for growth, okay? Even if that's within you, if that's in terms of finances and career, definitely is screaming that, but I think it starts from you opening up. The Magician's not holding on to anything. The Magician knows he already has everything that he needs inside. So some of you might be holding on to external things, thinking that you need to hold on to that in order to grow. But I feel like Spirit's saying, no, you are more unlimited and infinite than that. Okay, anyways. Nine of Pentacles, why is this a challenge? Nine of Pentacles again. So it really is just sitting in your energy, really feeling the joy from what you've built, taking it easy, right? Not needing to push anything, but feeling whole within yourself is what it feels like. Anything else? Can you explain a bit more about what this represents for Scorpio? Okay, they're jumping on top of the impatience card, which makes sense. And actually, perception, I wonder if you guys, there's something that you can appreciate with what you've built so far and who you are, right? I feel like a lot of you have changed over the years, my goodness, in a very beautiful way. So impatience with strength cards about being courageous enough to actually slow down, which is funny because we usually feel like it's the opposite, right? We need to be bold, we need to take action, but actually slowing down and appreciating this moment actually is courageous. And I feel like you're going to feel much better about it. And again, allowing yourself to grow slowly is important. I know we want to rush everything, but that might be the reason why there's a lack of harmony and feeling afraid and stuck, right? The moment that you start to appreciate this very moment and feel okay here, safe here, I feel that you have definitely some blockages in your chakras. I'm feeling it in my stomach really a lot. There's a knot there in your energy. So really focusing on that is going to be very important. Okay, why is the Four of Swords the advice? Healing from gossip, most likely. The Knight of Wands is about your energy, right? Feeling passionate, feeling creative, ambitious. I just feel like maybe something slowed down because of gossip, or you changed because of gossip, or you're afraid to take action because of gossip, right? People's opinions. But look at this lady. She loves green. Her house is green. She's wearing green. She loves green. And what's wrong with that? That doesn't harm anybody. Whereas these people are judging her. Why? Because they're Karens. No offense to any people called Karen. But they are people who are unhappy with their life, that the only thing they can do is speak about others. Because, hey, no one listens when they speak about themselves. So, hey, that's what I say. But don't worry about people's opinions of you, okay? What's the Four of Swords about here? It's the advice. Queen of Cups, paying attention to your feelings, your emotions, leading with your heart. What is the Four of Swords doing here as advice? It could also be about focusing on your health. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Okay. Five of Cups, which is about disappointments. They're asking you to walk away from those kinds of feelings of dwelling and really just get your booty out there, basically. The Knight of Wands, where's your mojo? Go and get that back, right? The Knight of Wands, chasing your dreams and goals, just exploring, experimenting, being free spirit. Stop holding back, holding on to things. But you have to, of course, first of all, heal whatever this is. Okay, my angels, so that's what I got for you for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section how it might resonate with you, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed these videos, and I will see you guys next time.